Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and I am so excited to challenge you to the ultimate LEGO trivia competition. That's right, here on Duckbricks Live, we will be hosting what is, in my opinion, the hardest LEGO trivia ever hosted, because this is going to be a crazy competition. Now, of course, much like any other contest on Duckbricks, this is going to have a prize. Depending on the amount of buy-ins that we get to the trivia competition, I will have a range of prizes from small to medium to extra large, including some LEGO House exclusive sets and a ton of other surprises for the first, second, and third place winners of the contest. And so, without further ado, I figure it might make sense to jump into all of the details on how you can get your tickets. There are limited slots available, so make sure to act now if you're interested in competing in what I think is going to be the hardest LEGO trivia competition ever. And I'm gonna say it right now, if somebody gets every single question right, which I highly doubt, but if someone does, you will receive an extra additional prize of something really special, so definitely stay tuned for that. But honestly, I think with the breadth of the questions, I think it's kind of going to be impossible for someone to get everything right. But hey, you know what? It's your chance to prove me wrong. Let's get into how this is going to work right now. So here's how this is going to work. You can get your tickets for the Ultimate LEGO Trivia Show right now for only $7 in the link in the description that buys your slot to be able to enter. You could kind of think of it as a raffle, except that you can actually use your skill to influence the outcome because the prize pool is pretty crazy. Now, first of all, I do have to explain why we actually do need to have a buy-in. Unfortunately, while doing my research, I realized that Kahoot is actually really expensive, and I couldn't really find another source out there that would be easy to actually host a gigantic trivia show like this. I did a lot of research, and I think that especially if we have a lot of people sign up, unfortunately, I will have to pay for like a one-time massive Kahoot event fee. So honestly, most of the buy-in just goes to being able to actually even host this responsibly myself. And once that's done though, I did manage to get a ton of really great prizes, and obviously, you're paying $7 to enter the competition, but the first, second, and third place winners will be getting a massive, massive prize. In fact, depending on how many people sign up, the prize pool could go up to $350 to $400 worth of value. And there's even some items that I would consider to be kind of priceless in the way that they're set up. More on that later in terms of the future prizes, depending on how many folks we actually get to enter. So super excited for that. But first, let me give an overview of what exactly this is going to be. And so, for this ultimate LEGO trivia show, I have made 40 questions, 40, and I literally had to delete some because I started with a question list of like 80, and then I was looking at it and I was thinking, well, nobody's actually going to want to stick around for 80 questions. I mean, maybe some people will, but I have to have a realistic number, and then that way I have 40 more questions to go in my back pocket in case this is really popular and people want to do it again. But we're going to start off with 40 questions for now, and when I say this covers literally everything to do with LEGO, I am not joking. From the most obscure to the most well-known, every aspect of LEGO's history from the inception of the company to the modern era has been covered in this trivia. And I really tried to cover a different part of LEGO history, lore, background, all sorts of different things about LEGO as a whole in this trivia game to really try to cover all my bases. So make sure to brush up on your lore for the most obscure LEGO themes. If you want to know about some of the canceled areas of LEGO, I'd suggest that you do your research right now in terms of some themes or concepts that almost came to be but never actually quite hit store shelves. Make sure you're familiar with when things came out. I would say be familiar with, I mean, honestly, you kind of have to be familiar with everything, but the early days of the LEGO Group, how the company was founded, some of the early toys, LEGO video games, LEGO license themes, literally everything is covered. And what I really tried to do is shy away from questions where people could just guess. So there are no questions in here that are like, here's a picture of a mock. Guess how many pieces are in it? And you know, that one I feel like is kind of a waste of a question. I genuinely feel like all of the questions here are very, very good in terms of making sure that you know very obscure parts of LEGO history and lore and trivia. It's why it's a trivia game after all. It's not supposed to be a guessing game. This does actually require skill and knowledge to answer. So I am personally very, very excited to see how people do, because I went very obscure for many of these questions, and I had so much fun writing them. I cannot wait to see how people are going to respond. So there's that. But even moving on from that, there's actually quite a number of exciting things I want to showcase with the prizes in particular. Now, the way this is going to work is I have 3 different prize categories depending on how many people sign up. And of course, that really is just in terms of what I can personally fund for the project itself. So let's get into those categories right now. So the prize categories are as follows. If we get 30 to 50 signups, I will be giving away for 3rd and 2nd place of the prizes, you'll be getting a Lego and Duckbricks swag bag. That means you get some exclusive Duckbricks small merch as well as Lego polybags, a CMF or 2, some special minifigures. It's just basically what I can throw together from my own collection because the budget honestly doesn't even cover 2nd or 3rd place prizes, but I wanted to make sure they get something. But in the 1st place prize, you actually get something really special, your choice of a signed card that is exclusive to the Lego campus in Billund, Denmark, signed by either Christian Faber, co-creator of Bionicle, in which case it'll be a Bionicle card, or signed by Tommy Andreasen, co-creator of Lego Ninjago, in which case it'll be a signed Ninjago card, both of which feature artwork from the respective creators. This is really exciting because not only are the cards very exclusive, they typically are only given away if you actually go physically to the Lego campus in Denmark, which you can't just visit. You actually have to get an invite to the campus because it's an employee type deal only. I was able to go in because of the Lego Masters Lego set creation, and that was really why I was there. So this is a very exclusive item, but it's also signed by some legendary people across Lego history. So even if we only get 30 to 50 signups, this is going to be the prize. And honestly, if we don't even get 30 signups, unfortunately, I can't really host it because I just need to be able to cover the Kahoot fee, and that's really why we have a minimum of 30. But I'm really hoping that we can make this really competitive and get as many signups as possible because it just keeps getting more exciting the more we go. Moving on to the next bracket, 50 to 80 signups will get us the 1st place prize of that signed card, your choice of Tommy Andreasen or Christian Faber. The 2nd place is not only going to get the Lego swag bag with some merchandise as well as CMFs, polybags, and minifigures, but I also will be giving away a Duckbricks piece of clothing. You choose exactly what size you want for Duckbricks merch for the 2nd place winner, and the 3rd place winner will get that special Lego kind of swag bag of all sorts of different stuff. But things get really crazy when we get to the 80 or 100 level because I've actually prepared something very, very special that I will be using as a free prize giveaway. And that's this right here. If you win 1st place and we get at least 80 people, Kahoot's max is 100, so it is 80 to 100. You will win a copy of set number 40505 Lego Building Systems for free, shipped anywhere in the world. This is the brand new Lego House exclusive set. It is celebrating the history of Lego, showcasing the different building systems from Duplo to Technic to the Lego system. And I could think of no better prize for the 1st place winner of the Lego Trivia Contest. So if we get at least 80 signups, that's all we need, 80 people to sign up at only $7. You can click the link in the description below. That will fully fund us to be able to give away one of these for free. Again, shipping anywhere for the 1st place prize. The 2nd place prize will then be the signed card, your choice of Tommy or Christian Faber, depending on what theme that interests you more. And the 3rd place will get that Lego swag bag as well as a piece of Duckbricks merchandise. So I am going all out. If we get 80 to 100 signups, that would be so, so cool. And now let's get into the details of when the event is going to actually take place. This will take place at 2:00 p.m. PST on Sunday, April 14th. So it's a little bit of a ways out, it's a few weeks out, but I wanted to really give us time to kind of get the word out there, send this to your friends, send this to other Lego influencers. If you think you have a shot at placing in the top 3, this is going to be a crazy competition, and I cannot wait to see how people do. Now, if you recall a few weeks back, I actually floated this idea and I did host a poll. I was like, if I want to do LEGO trivia, would you want to do it for free with no prizes, for a small buy-in with kind of small prizes like polybags here and there, or a larger buy-in, aka $7, but with massive prizes? And the overwhelming majority of you voted that you wanted to actually participate in a LEGO trivia competition with a bigger buy-in, which meant bigger prizes. Clearly, a lot of you are very confident in your LEGO trivia skills, but I'm just saying, this is going to be really hard. And what's even more exciting is that, as I will mention or have mentioned earlier in the intro and conclusion, I highly doubt it's going to happen because it requires some pretty crazy lore knowledge. But if somebody, I don't care who it is, if somebody gets every single question right, you will receive an even more special Duckbricks prize package because I will be giving you, on top of all the prizes, like if you get first place, you still get all the normal prizes, but if everyone gets every question right, you will get not just a copy of the Lego House Wooden Duck, but a signed copy from the designer itself. And I am willing to put this on the line for whoever actually is able to take home the prize if you do get every question correct. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I find it highly unlikely because I do think the only person, not to toot my own horn, but the only person that would get every question right is me. And even when I was writing these questions, I had to look up some of the exact details for like at least one or two of them. So even I might have like not gotten all of them right if you just gave them to me blind. So it's a really hard competition. This covers every aspect of Lego. And you really need to be prepared if you think you're going to stand a chance. But I cannot wait to see how people do. I have been wanting to do this for months now, ever since I personally participated in a LEGO trivia competition, which I thought was a ton of fun. And I was like, you know what? Why not actually host it myself? And if this is successful, I will be doing this live at future LEGO conventions near you. So stay tuned for that. Super exciting. I'm currently working out the details. But as of right now, that about sums up the whole LEGO Trivia competition challenge that I am challenging you, the viewers, to compete against each other for prizes. I am so excited for this. I can't wait to see how many people sign up, how this goes, and hopefully we will get the minimum number of signups needed to make this a reality. Again, it's only $7. Obviously, that's just the flat fee. That's all you need to pay to get your foot in the door to participate in the LEGO Trivia competition, which I think is the hardest, the greatest, the most extravagant of all time. 40 questions, April 14th, 2 o'clock p.m. PST. I'll see you there. All right, and with that, we have summed up all the rules, regulations, and how to enter for the Duckbricks Ultimate LEGO Trivia Contest. I hope to see you there because I've been wanting to do this for months now. I basically was able to come up with all the questions and figure out how to host it. And finally, all we need to do is sell enough tickets to be able to make this a reality. So I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for your support. And be sure to stay tuned for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon. Bye for now.